Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
To deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. To throw. Buckner. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, Buckner. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The Chargers had 6 and 9 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 75. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Wilson with a first down carry. And some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A gain of 3, second down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on first down, Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. That gain on third down good for 28. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. This one caught by Kittle. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down.
Herbert back to the air. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Herbert picked by his old college teammate, Kayvon Thibodeaux. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Buckner. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Ravens 1st down.
Off the play fake. Buckner. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Off play action. Buckner. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Buckner rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Buckner. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, that's into the hands of Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert now. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. King going to look to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They snap it to Herbert. Open man is Ayuk, complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. King going to look to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now this throw caught left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. He's got Ayuk once again. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Draw play, it's Eckler. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. A give. This is Wilson. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give them 32 on the play.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Play action. Buckner. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 16, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A give, Eckler running to the right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass, eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing on 1st down. Buckner.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Complete to Likely on the out route.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down, this is Wilson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out to the right here to Wilson.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the gun, Haskins.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Buckner. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And another running drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Buckner. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touch.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throwing, Herbert. He's got Eckler.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Herbert.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll try the right side with Eckler.
Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Herbert to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
King going to look to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
A handoff, it's Eckler.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First throw in overtime for Herbert. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll get this to Eckler, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon.